Nexxlegacy.
Now, I know I had to take you guys and girls back, you know what I'm saying, in a minute. Welcome to Live on Monday. Your host, Brandon, in the building, doing it what we do best, you know what I'm saying. Supposed to have my man Case up in here to talk about some of his things going on. Plus, this thing, I got an alter ego I want to pretty much be able to chop it to y'all about. So we're going to make sure we keep it tough, keep it 100. So if y'all going to be able to come in and holler at the family, the folks, the people here at Vintage Music Talk Radio, make sure you go ahead and hit us up one time. The number is 347-215-8653. 347-215-8653 is the number. Also, send them emails. Love them emails. Send them over to vintagemusicradio@gmail.com. Also, send them over to branded at vintagemusicradio.com. And, like I said, I got my man Case up in here to start off the show. Also, I got my girl, you know what I'm saying, she's a TNA wrestler, you know what I'm saying, Amber O'Neal, and she's got that member of that Team Blondish thing going down. So we're going to chop it up. We're going to try to get into some, female wrestlers. I've always had, like, a few questions for them, so we're going to be able to chop it up and make sure that we keep it official for you listeners and stuff. So once again, I definitely appreciate everybody filing in, coming on to the set tonight, and, like I said, I want to make sure we bring this man Case back to the forefront. I know he's been in the news, and I know he's been, working on his album and stuff like that. So, we're going to give this man a chance to be able to chop it up, see what's good, because he was in there right around that time that we was, transitioning, I guess, from the 90s music into the millennium. So, we're going to make sure we hit him up, try to get into his head, see what is really going down, how he feels about, the state of hip-hop and R&B today, and what he got in store for the listeners and for the fans and for the people that's been wanting to check him. So we're going to make sure we do it up big. So once again, I'm glad you guys are here hanging out with us. Shout out to the people on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to some of my folks and my fam out there and stuff like that, doing it up, BIG. And, the people over in the MySpace communities and the online communities and stuff, definitely 100%. So, we're going to make it happen. So, at the same time, I got a couple of tracks from my man Case that's going to be fire, brand new off his album. So, I'm just glad that we can be able to be here and chop it up with this man. And, like I said, he got a footnote in this industry. So, it's going to be an honor once we get him on. So, we're going to make sure we do it rough and rugged, tough, and tug at that R&B swag tonight. Like I said, man, Case has been around, you know what I'm saying? Touch Me, Tease Me. I know everybody know that joint, you know what I'm saying, with that Foxy Brown collabo and things like that or whatever. So, we're going to make sure we do what we do. But to me personally, to me, I think with Case having his legacy out here in the industry and stuff like that, like I said, he collabo with a lot of industry cats and females and males and stuff like that. So, it's more than an honor and a privilege. And man, plus this dude is mad talented too. So, y'all got to give it up. Like I said, we just played that Faded Pictures, you know what I'm saying, that collabo with Joe. So that was Most Def. And you know what I'm saying, as we speak live on Monday, I think I have my man on deck right here tonight, Case in the building on Vintage Music Talk Radio. What it do?
What's going on, yo?
Man, I'm chilling, brother, man. How's everything with you?
Man, everything cool, man. I'm just, I'm blessed to be here. I'm enjoying life, man. What's up with you?
Man, I'm chilling, man. First, man, let me tell you, man, it's a damn honor and a privilege, man, to have you on the show, just to kick it with us for a little bit, just to see what it do. And I know your fans have been checking and stuff like that. I'm like, as an R&B cat, loving R&B music and stuff like that, man, man, I can't say a whole lot of words, but wow, when it comes to your music and your talents, bro.
Man, I appreciate that, man, definitely. I definitely appreciate that. Like, I just try to do what I can to make sure people like it.
Man, no doubt, man. I definitely appreciate you coming on to the show now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people already know who you be. A lot of people is just kind of like, been checking for you, man, as far as, you're trying to have your resurgence back in this industry, man. First off, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to ask you a couple questions that's going to, kind of pertain to, how your music was back in the day compared to how it is now. Like, the first one I got is like, compare yourself now, because I heard a couple of tracks off your album, and I know we're gonna get into that and stuff in a little bit. But compare how you go about your music business now compared to, I guess you can say back in the mid to late '90s and stuff.
Well, it really is not too much of a difference. The only difference is that now I don't put too much pressure on myself. I don't focus on, I got to make this type of record. Like now I'm kind of more in a space where I'm like, I got to have fun and just, do what I'm feeling. And I feel like whatever I make, if I'm feeling it like that, then it's going to be a whole bunch of other people that feel it. And that's the biggest thing that I went for on this album, was just that I wanted to do what I was feeling and, just let the chips fall where they may.
Mm-hmm. Now, to me, I kind of feel like, you were in that stream of music where it's just like, to me personally, coming from a fan first, there's so many memories that goes along with so many songs back in the, the 80s, the mid to late 90s and stuff like that. And, a lot of people, consider this to be kind of like a turning point where people really got to kind of step up their game when it comes to the music industry, and not just how they go about business and stuff like that, but just overall, just, the type of vibe that you get when you listen to music. Do you feel the same way? Not to even like put a diss out there to any other people that's doing music, because I feel like at the end of the day, their craft is what makes them. So if anybody out there trying to hustle, you get my undivided respect and attention and stuff. But there is a lot of music that I can't say to this day, man, that will take me back and give me memories like Faded Pictures and, I'm saying, I'm missing
it's a reason for that. It's a reason for that. And my theory on that is that a lot of the music that's out now is not honest. And I feel like people can tell when you're faking.
Right.
That's why I never got caught up into the whole thing of, well, everybody's doing this, so I got to do this. Nah, because if I go do what everybody else doing, then my people that really mess with me is going to know that I'm faking it. Right. So, and I think it's a lot of that going on now. And I think that people can tell when you're faking it. Like, I don't believe in faking it just for the sake of a hit record. So I think everybody should do what they do and stick to what it is that they do and, just do it like that. And I think that's why you feel like that, because it's a lot of people faking it right now for the sake of a hit record. So it's a hit record, but it's nothing that you can really connect to.
Right. Right. It's kind of like it's out of touch with the. The people. Some people are going to buy it because they're just in that mode to go get it. But when to me personally, is like when you have so much. When not only when it's coming from the heart and you feel that passion when somebody's belting out them lyrics and the way they handle themselves, be it if they on stage and stuff like that. To me, I think that's what I remember most about anybody just like really feeling the music and now it's kind of lost right now.
Right, because my thing is if I'm in there making music and I'm not connecting to it, if I'm doing it for the sake of a hit record, then how am I expect anybody else to connect to it? Mm-hmm. It's fake from the beginning.
So as an established cat yourself, you pretty much made a name for yourself, right from the very beginning. What do you see, or how can we, not just as a consumer but also artists and stuff like that, how can we be able to try to curb that so it can, get back and, be like it was?
I think it goes back to, like I said, being honest. Everybody got to do what they feel. Like, you got to think about back in, like, let's say, like in the 70s. You had Marvin Gaye, you had Earth, Wind & Fire, you had Parliament Funkadelic, you had Stevie Wonder, you had all of them people, and they all made different kinds of music, but they all blew up. You know why? Because they was all real with it. It wasn't like Earth, Wind & Fire made a record, and then Marvin Gaye was like, I got to make a record like that. Now, Marvin Gaye did what he did. You know what I'm saying? And whoever connected with that, they connected with it. And that's why everybody, got the love that they got. Mm-hmm. And once it gets back to that, it'll be a beautiful day. But you can't really just go into the whole process of it for the sake of making a hit record. It'll never work, and that's why it's not working now.
Yeah, that's why we got to find better ways, and at the same time, with this man coming out, Case in the House on live on Monday on Vintage Music Radio, you got something on deck that's really like real big. Like I said, man, when I got a chance to listen to a couple of these tracks, I was like, oh yeah, the man's back. The man is back. Now tell me a little bit about your album, man. Tell me a little bit about your. Tell the people the name of the album and tell people a little bit about it if you can.
The album is called The Rose Experience. it's kind of like it's an extension of what I've been doing, basically. You know what I mean? But what I did want to do on this album was I kind of wanted to have a little more fun with the music. I kind of wanted to, go into different parts of relationships that I didn't touch on before. You know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure that it was real music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to get caught up into the trends. It's no auto-tune on there. It's none of that. You know what I mean? It's all real.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's that's the place I wanted to come from on this album. But I wanted the music to sound lighter. I wanted to have a little bit more fun, and I wanted to, touch the same relationship issues from a different angle.
That's what's up. Now, can the listeners, we'll look for this coming out pretty soon? What's the target release?
Nah, it's been out for 2 weeks, so they can go pick that up.
Oh no, are you serious?
Yeah, they can go. Yeah, it's been out for 2 weeks. They can go pick that up.
CK, this is what I mean, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to ask you a question about the whole marketing and how it used to be compared to how it is now. But, this is one of them things, bro, where I'm kind of like, under the radar type of stuff to me is like this. You have so many people out here in these days, with the music and stuff like that for the most part, I ain't trying to put nobody on blast, bro, but, it's kind of like, to me, like, people like you need to be more on the forefront than some of the other people that's out here in the industry. That's just my take on it, but with
but
that
what it is, with this album,
ahead.
what we did, I'm doing this album independent. This is the first album that I did independent, and so it's kind of going to be a grassroots thing, and we're gonna constantly build it, you know what I mean? That's why it's not really, like, in your face right now, but, you know what I'm saying, we building it from the ground up, you know what I mean, and we're going to, I really believe in it. It's what I did was I put it out on an independent label that me and my manager started. So
okay, what's the name of the label?
Is Indigo Blue.
Okay.
And so our whole goal for it is to just build it from the bottom and just keep working it. You know what I mean? There's no rush for it. You know what I mean?
Right. Like when you came out with your album back in the day, you on a major, of course, right?
Yeah, I was on Def Jam.
Okay. Now, with that being said, as far as you being out here, you had your taste of being on a major with some pretty big budget behind, pretty decent budget, I should say, behind you. And now, like you said, you go into the independent route. Now, how do you feel more like you have more control over it this time around as opposed to back in the day, or is it kind of like you had some decent control back then?
Now, it's way more control because at this point, I can make what I want to make. I can say what I want to say. I can make it sound how I want it to sound. And the best part about it is that I can put out whatever I want to put out, whatever single it is. And if it's not blowing up the way I want to, I can keep focusing on it. Whereas on a major, they're going to move on to the next thing because they got the corporation behind them. Mm-hmm. So, they got deadlines to meet. They got the bottom line to think about. With me, it's all about the art at this point.
Right. Now, especially back then when you were on Def Jam, it was one of those situations where you didn't really have the online marketing, the online internet, the MySpaces. Right. It wasn't popping too heavy. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on just this whole online community now? Like, we doing this radio station online with, thousands and thousands of people from overseas and different parts of the states and stuff like that. I mean, what is your take on it?
One thing I really like about it is that you can make the music and you can bring it right to the people's face. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I could even get to the point where I'm like, I don't know what the next single should be. And I could blast it off to so many people and get feedback on it where you couldn't do that back, when I first came out. It was really pretty much hit or miss. You know what I mean? And
right.
That's one good thing about it is that you can get instant feedback. You can get it right to the people that really matter. You know what I mean? Because the people in the label, to me, they don't matter because they're not going to buy it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're taking it to the people who you're making it for, though, that's when it really means something.
Mm-hmm. Now, with the Rose experience that's out, and like my man said, go cop that. You know what I'm saying? You could be able to get it on, tell us, iTunes.
You can get it on iTunes. Right? You can get it on, all that. You can go to the record store and get it. It's just go get it. Go get to it if you really dig it.
Yeah. go find it, go cop to, go tell your friends so they can go cop to, and so on and so forth. See, you told me this now, bro.
Y'all going to have some more kids.
There you go.
That's what it's going to do for you.
Hey, you know what? This was one of the questions that one of the ladies out here on Facebook was instant messaging me about. Was there a lot of ballots on there so, people can go do what they do? So I think you probably already answered that question.
Yeah, you know what it is? And this is what I really wanted to do when I started it. I wanted to make one of them albums that you could put on from number 1 to the end, and you ain't got to jump up and change. Like, ain't no techno song going to jump out on number 8. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's going to keep everything the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Brought that swagger back to the R&B thing right now. Now, you know what I'm saying? Who are you? I mean, you work with a lot of people, bro. You know what I'm saying? From Mary J to Foxy Brown to Joe to, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the game. Who's the most fun to work with?
Well, the most fun for me, it's probably a tie between the two of them. Me and Charlie Wilson from the Gap Band did 2 duets, and you know he was always like an idol of mine from the time I was a little kid. So I was like a little kid in the studio. Like, he was in the booth singing his vocals, and I was sitting on the floor behind him like a little kid.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one. And when I work with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, because it's like when you look at everything that they've done over all these years in the game, it's like you have no choice but to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that was definitely another one. And I just sat and talked to them, and I learned a whole lot from them just about the game, but I learned a lot about life from them, from just sitting and talking to them.
Right.
So those
now,
would definitely be my 2 best experiences.
Yeah. Who like currently right now in the game right now, who'd you want to work with overall? I mean, either like you have in the process of contacting somebody to work with, or who is like one person right now in this game that you would, hey, you know what, I would love to work with this dude or this female right here.
I got 2 people. Jasmine Sullivan is the illest to me. Like, I can sit and listen to her sing every day forever.
Her album's dope, too.
And yeah. Like her, I mess with her real heavy. And definitely T-Pain is a sick writer to me. So them 2 would definitely be it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, see, T-Pain, he came in with that individuality type of, you know what I'm saying, flow. I mean, just the swagger that he kind of brought, you know what I'm saying. Now, a lot of people copying it, but at the same time, a lot of people did that with a lot of different things in the industry anyway. So, to me, it's kind of like, I'm not even, like, pissed off about it either. It's just, it is what it is.
You know what people are not realizing about T-Pain, and this is something that I always respected from the beginning. They get caught up on the auto-tune thing, but what T-Pain did is he brought melody back to the game. His melodies are way more important than the auto-tune thing. And people focus on the auto-tune thing, and that's what's messing up the game. But he brought melody back to music,
no doubt.
Which is why I have so much respect for him. And Jasmine Sullivan just brought soul and guts back to it. Like, she like a female Donny Hathaway to me.
Yeah. You know what? She's a beast, man. I know when I picked up her album, bro, I was like, oh my gosh, she was bringing that, like you said, man, that soul, bro. That was what's up, though.
Yeah. That's what people connect to. Like, ain't nobody gonna remember all of the popcorn music in 10 years. They gonna remember the real soul, something that touched them.
Yep. Yeah, you can't deny it. I mean, so overall, okay, with your album being out, people, like I said, the Rose Experience in stores, online, on iTunes, make sure you go cop that. If y'all don't know who Case is, y'all must be under a rock over the last 10, 12 years or something like that, so y'all go cop that, seriously. Like, now, do you have any collabos and different things like that on this album right now, or are you working on some other projects and stuff like that?
Well, on this album, it's all me. I got a couple of things coming out on, like, maybe on the next single. I got, like, maybe 5 or 6 rappers did versions of it for me. And I'm about to get in and start working on another one to put out, hopefully by, like, the top of the year. So, but what I wanted to do, like, see, when it comes to collabos, I don't go in the studio and be like, well, you know what, I need to do a song with so-and-so. It's like I make the song, and if after I'm done with the song, if I feel like this goes with this, then I do it. If not, I didn't feel it on this album, so I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know what I'm saying, with you being on print lately, you know, people are asking about this alter ego thing that you got going and stuff like that, too. So, I mean, like, listeners, if y'all don't know, my man Case has an alter ego, and the alter ego's name is...
Black Rose. Black Rose. He the Black Axl Rose. You know what? He always came out on stage. It's just that now I'm starting to put him on records, so I'm giving him a little more love.
Okay, so,
all right. A little more love now.
All right, so what's up with the name? You know what I'm saying? How did you decide that you wanted to go to alternative alter ego route? You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it wasn't even me. You know what it was? It was just me. I would be out with people just being myself. And from the time I was about maybe 13, 14, people would be like, you like a white boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I listen to rock music and all that type of stuff. And they would be like, and then, you know, once Touch Me, Tease Me came out and stuff and people was around, they was like, yo, you don't even seem like an R&B singer. You like a rock star.
Yeah.
And then it was somebody at the label that was like, you like Axl Rose. So I was like, well, I'm black, so I'm Black Rose. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep the hip-hop swagger in it.
That's right. That's right.
So that's where that came from.
Yeah, what about all right, so that means you have what? You have an album coming out that's just gonna be titled Blacks or Rose, aka Case, you know what I'm saying? Case or
now, you know what? Actually I don't even know. And you know, I don't like to give it that much thought before it happens. I like for it to just happen.
I feel you.
So, you know what I mean, there's no telling what might happen. I know I'm kind of putting together this thing where I might be in a rock group. Like it's me and two other dudes. We trying to do this rock group right now, so.
See, and you know what? I can respect that, bro, just for the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, you going outside of your normal, like, comfort zone and you trying to just do some other things different, and you can't really hate on that. You know, if anything, if it doesn't work out the way you want to, you're like, hey, at least I tried. At least I said I want to do it.
It was honest. Exactly, because that's always been a part of me is rock music, so it's just an extension of me and who I am, so.
Yep. Now, you know, like I said, as far as when I kicked off the show, you know, a lot of your fans wanted, you know, to play the Faded Pictures and stuff with the Joe combination and stuff like that, and a lot of people was telling me too, it's like, man, before it's all said and done, man, this man did enough to be able to, you know, satisfy a lot of people. So it's kind of like, as far as, you know, a lot of people is not going to see other people make 10 million sales or whatever the case may be. But, you know, to me, it's not really about that. It's about the music that you make and the legacy that you leave, or, you know, for yourself. So how do you?
You know what? Okay. Now I was gonna say, because there's a lot of people who are legends right now that never sold that many records.
No doubt.
That wasn't even around that long. Donny Hathaway being one of them. He never sold a ton of records like that. He wasn't even around that long. But you'll never forget him.
Yep. Shout out to Donny Hathaway, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, her, you know, his daughter is a beast, too. I love her.
Layla's my girl. That's the homie right there. Yeah, Layla's a beast. But see, that's my thing. It's like more important than selling a whole bunch of records and all of that. See, this is how I've always looked at it. When I'm dead and gone, I'm never going to go, because what I made is going to be here and people are going to still appreciate it, and that's the most important thing.
Exactly. And I couldn't put it, you know, in better words, bro, because, I mean, that's how I see, you know, as far as, you know, you gave me, with your music, bro, you gave me a lot of memories, you know what I'm saying, especially back in the day. Like I said, the Faded Pictures joint, the I'm Missing You joint, I could go on and on and on, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, I was checking out Lovely, which we're going to play in a little bit, you know what I'm saying, which is fire, and I Can't, which is another high one as well. So, you know, you giving people, man, a lot of what's lacking right now, which is, you know, like you said, honesty, but at the same time, it's passion. To me, it's kind of like you can be honest about your craft, but you don't really have 100% into it. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got that passion, that swag, that honesty about your music and your craft and stuff like that, man. And it's just like I said, man. Just overall, I feel like with people like yourself and other people that's really trying to like refocus the game back into how it used to be, you on that right path, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be it if you just Case, or you Blacks or Rose or whatever, you know what I mean? Just it is what it is.
Let me tell you something that somebody told me. Like, I'll be sure has like always been like a big brother to me. And he told me way back in like 1990. He was like, if you don't love what you're doing, how are you going to expect somebody else to love it? How are you going to be mad if somebody else don't love it if you don't love it?
That's right.
And I never forgot that, to always put my passion into it. And then somebody else going to be passionate about it. But you can't expect somebody else to love it if you don't love it.
No doubt. No doubt. You know, and man, like I said, man, it's just been something that I've just been feeling that we've been missing, man. And it's just, man, it's an honor to be able to have people like yourself just trying to just, you know, like I said earlier, man, refocus the game, because I feel we need it. We need it in the worst way.
Thank you. Well, I'm here to do my part.
we got an APB out on Real Music, and we just dropped some right here with Case. And not only that, it's that Rose experience, and it's in stores online. Go get it, people. Y'all out there, people. I got people out here in chat rooms. I got people on the Facebook, on the MySpace, instant messaging, and they want to holler at you real deal. So, you know, what is it that you feel like, especially with with your accomplishments in this business and working with so many people that's well respected. Well, how do you feel like you're headed towards this legacy that we've been talking about when it comes to music? Do you feel like you're on the right path?
I think I am, just for the simple fact that I do what it is that I feel. You know what I mean? I feel like as long as you do that, you can't go wrong. You know what I mean? If you do what you feel and people don't like it, then at the end of the day, you did what you felt, and it is what it is. But I feel like as long as I do what I feel and I'm honest with myself and I'm passionate about what I'm doing, then I leave the rest in God's hands.
That's right. Good deal, man. Now, you know, with that being said, man, I want to get into some of your music, man. So, you know what? I had one of my contacts out here. He actually, you know, he has his lounge, his club out here. He definitely wanted to see if he can work on trying to, you know, get you to come down to the Bay Area and do some music and stuff like that, perform. Because your fan base out here in the Bay, man, is pretty strong.
Oh, we could definitely do that. Mess with the Gay Area. You already know. That's my people down there. So we could definitely do that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what I could do, man, is just, you know, just forward him all your contact information and
yes,
y'all can go ahead and lace it up and see what it do. Because he was right before I was getting ready to go on the air, bro. He was like, man, make sure you let Case know. You know, he got that fan base out here. He want to try to see what it do. So,
yeah,
yes,
we
sir.
Can definitely do that.
Done deal.
Yeah, I ain't
deal.
never got a problem with the Gay Area. You already know that.
Already. So that's you know what time it is. So, man, it'll
yes,
be an
sir.
honor to be down here, man. So, man, before we play this track, man, is there anything you want the fans to know about Blacksville Rose, Case, your projects, Rose Experience in store now? People go get it.
Yeah, the album is in stores now. You know, when you see me, come show me some love. I'm on MySpace, the official Case Music. I chat with people. You know what I'm saying? I'm real. I'm not one of them Hollywood dudes. You know what I mean? You can come up and holler at me. We can have a drink. We can do whatever we do.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So when you look for that friend request from Branded 101 on the MySpace joint, then you know you gotta holler at your boy.
I got you. I be on there on my BlackBerry, so it's nothing. I got you.
Man, that's nothing. Not only that, man, you know, I'll exchange my number over to you anyway, so we can be able to get this thing popping. But you know, it's an honor, man, to have you, man. You come on here anytime you want to kick the real. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely love over here. You know, like I said, it's not just the Bay Area, man, but you got so many people from different states that just, you know, it's just really vibing. And you shocked a lot of people by saying that your album's out right now. So with that being said, people, go buy it. If you that shocked, that means you ain't shocked enough to go buy it right now. So
and hit me on MySpace and tell me what you think about it.
There you go. That's what's up. My man, Case in the building, man. I got love for you, bro. I'll be in touch with you, man. So
no doubt, dog.
I'll be in touch. MySpace.com/
the official Case Music. The official Case Music.
All right. You heard it from here. My man, Case, man. Good looking out, bro. I'll be in touch. It's my man. Lovely.
Nexxlegacy.